game design podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. I'm Trevor Scott, and this time I didn't forget it. And this has been penciling up.
You nearly forgot me, though.
Yeah, we're in his office.
We're in my office again. It's fun. We like to get together.
Yeah.
We live like 3 blocks from each other. It's ridiculous that we don't do more like this, but
pretty crazy. So anyway, it's late. Let's get going
into
it. We're going to do some random movies.
Yeah.
So I've got a random movie generator bot. It'll give us some random movies from like the top 10,000 movies of all time.
Is that enough, though? Is that enough?
Supposedly. Who knows? So anyway.
What's your top 10,000 movies?
Wow, that took a long time to go through, but I'm glad that I did it.
Yeah. I hope you were recording through the whole thing. Batteries.
Okay. Oh, I've started up again now. It should be fine.
Okay, good.
So
I'm really glad we did that.
Yeah.
Really got to know you better as a person.
Yeah. Went home a few times, came back.
Yeah, it's weeks later.
It's been weeks later.
It's a long time listing 10,000 movies.
Yeah, it takes a very long time. Anyway, so one that wasn't in my list.
Oh, yeah.
Black Hat, 2015. Nicholas Hathaway, a furloughed convict, and his American and Chinese partners hunt a high-level cybercrime network from Chicago to Los Angeles.
Ooh.
To Hong Kong to Jakarta. As Hathaway closes in, the stakes become personal as he discovers the attack on a Chinese nuclear power plant was just the beginning.
Well, I have...
Black Hat being a hacker.
Yeah, Black Hat hacking.
Yeah.
My movie is 7 pounds. An IRS agent with a fateful secret embarks on an extraordinary journey of redemption by forever changing the lives of 7 strangers. Will Smith, 2008. So I feel like they kind of jive pretty well.
They do.
Like, affecting the lives of 7 people through hacking in some way. Or like 7 different hackers or something. Like, 7 people are key people involved in this plot or this investigation done through hacking.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that. I do like, the number 7 works quite well.
Yeah.
Having it being like even like the 7 biggest hackers, are sort of all in competition. With
or is it around like the big 7 companies? Or the big 7 tech companies.
Meet the top 7 hackers.
Or is it, or unless it's like the corporate espionage working like as they try to hack each other.
Yeah. Okay.
There could be some interesting tension as well, whether or not they're working for the companies.
Yeah.
But I feel like hackers who are friends, right? Hackers might be friends, but then the jobs that they're doing might be counter to each other, right? Like they might be working for very
for different
sizes,
different reasons.
And different reasons.
What if there were seven hackers here, but one of them is a black hat and everyone else is white hat?
Oh, interesting.
So having to figure out who's
the one actually doing the damage. They're all breaking in because that's the job. But someone, after they break in, is like deleting shit or planting misinformation. Or
it's kind of like the mole with that extra level of...
So are you someone... Maybe you're someone, like you've narrowed it down. There's these 7 hackers. One of them's doing something shifty. And you're having to track them in certain ways. Because then it could be really interesting if you're hacking the hackers,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how can you get into their machine and drop a keylogger on it?
And do they have, I'm thinking you go down the Hollywood school of hacking. You tripped his bomb and, he's...
Oh, yeah. You make it dramatic.
Yeah.
There's a firewall and it's like coming across the screen towards you. You have to run away quickly.
And that's just an arcade sequence.
Yeah, or it's like, I've got to hop between IP addresses or something, and you're having to like type IP addresses to get forward through the nodes ahead of it.
Oh, and if you get it wrong, then he falls into the pit, and it takes like a second to flash and respawn back up here.
Yeah.
Like, okay, time for the next one.
Yeah, that could be good, actually. That could be a good little arcade hack sequence. Actually, just a very Hollywood-style hacking game would be really fun. It's essentially just an arcade game, but you make it sort of feel like you're having to...
Okay, there's a sequence where you just got to tap any key on it.
Yeah, it's just the speed that you can hit keys. It doesn't matter which one. And then at the end, you can say, I'm in.
Oh my god, I fucking love this. It's like, it's just that over the top hacking thing. You know, I routed them through this, and now it's like you get to set up. You know, you're going to IP hop between all these different places, and you know, you drew a dick in the world.
yeah. It's like I routed all their packets through the most prolific porn site on the internet. They're not going to get through there for a long time, despite the fact that like the porn sites have the best infrastructure out there in the real world. But no, there's so many people watching porn that it's going to
be hidden.
Down.
It's going to be hidden in the traffic.
They're going to be dodging dicks and. That's cool. I mean, just a game. Yeah, definitely. You're like hacking back these hackers, and it's this Hollywood.
It's
style.
kind of. I'm picturing it's going to be kind of like the Demon Masquerade, the game that we play.
Yeah, maybe a bit of
where
that.
You're
getting more info about them from each hack.
Yeah,
they're deducing.
You're investigating. Okay, this person hacked. You know, has been known to hack financial institutions.
Yeah.
You don't know. You're trying to basically go with what they've hacked in the past versus these hacks and trying to match. The
but then you definitely
versus,
like, okay, it's like, oh, we got this fragment of an image here.
Yeah.
Enhance that reflection. Okay, we got a face. Put it through the, you know, I'm going to hack into the FBI's facial recognition database, and you get the like all the windows popping up, closing until one appears, and it's like, okay, we've got a match. We have a name. That's
type as fast as you can. Doesn't matter what the fuck you type. Just type as fast as you can. It's like, get in there.
The faster you type, the slower they can get into our system. We've got to flood the network with characters.
I know why, but that just feels like it'd be the most fun, you know, if...
Yeah, can you...
It's almost like the person on over your shoulder is going, oh, you're doing it. You're really, you know, you're getting into the network, you know.
You could almost do it as... So the other thought I had was kind of like a keep talking and nobody explodes in a way. Not necessarily VR, because I think the tactile experience of being on the computer and the mouse is a big part of it, but almost like you need a second person with another set of information to like be telling you how to do this bit. It doesn't show it in the screen, and you don't have time to look it up yourself and switch between book and book. So like it's meant for playing with someone over your shoulder going like, flick to page 47. Oh right, okay, yeah. You know, hit the 7. Just keep hitting the 7 key over and over again. Like it's a magic number in it, whatever. Like it's going to disrupt their song. And then just getting the feedback as you're getting it right. And, yeah.
It's got a 6 in the serial number. Hit any key you want, but it must be a vowel.
Yeah. But quick, you've got 3 seconds.
Hit them all in alphabetical order.
All the keys in alphabetical order. Yeah, you could do some good ones that take actual like typing skill and stuff, or like clicking things on the screen as they come up or something. It's like, you know, they're bombarding us with porn pop-ups. And if they sit on the screen long enough, they'll inject a virus into you.
Yeah, quick, close them. Just click the X button in the corner.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That is awesome. And the idea of having, like, we haven't talked about this yet, but you're working on, like, a game at the moment where you can do web stuff and that
real
sort of
time
stuff. I could imagine having that one person in the VR and having one person using a control on their phone and going, oh, I just saw this, and it's like up on their screen, you know.
That'd be cool.
Like, this, and it's like, okay, here's the password for this, and now type that password in.
Yeah, not necessarily like one person on a PC and one person in a Minority Report style thing, but the person on the PC is controlling the windows and putting the information in front of them and stuff. But then they can like grab that and like put it in, mash it together, or like all the interactions have to be done, but the other person's like providing them with them to get the battery cold.
Yeah, there's something about like, asynchronous multiplayer is just fun. So anyway, we're going to get another movie.
Yeah.
Use my / command to get another one.
/
Ooh, Village of the Damned.
Ooh. The bad guy's haunted heist.
That's a movie?
I think it's like a short.
Yeah, it's a short. So do you know what Village of the Damned is?
No. I mean, it's some sort of horror.
An American
70s or
village is
80s.
visited by some unknown life form which leaves the women of the village pregnant. 9 months later, the babies are born. They all look normal, but it doesn't take the parents long to realize the kids are not human or humane.
Right, okay. So,
and they're all
demonic
blonde.
impregnation, basically.
And they're all blonde and it's all
okay.
creepy.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill is in it.
Oh, cool.
So he plays a priest.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was like the 80s or...
95.
Oh, like, okay. Well, so I assume then something happens to this town and then they all give birth to anthropomorphic animals who are thieves.
I know.
All right. Oh, okay. What if all the women in this town get pregnant once and then they all give birth to toons?
Oh.
Like a Roger Rabbit style mixing of realistic and 2D animated.
and they're not humane or human.
No. Or obey the laws of physics.
But there's something about that. Yes, I do like that.
It's like one of the babies comes out holding,
a massive hammer.
Or, like a bomb that's about to go off. Whoa! Just all that toony stuff.
Toony goodness.
But, yeah, basically almost like a horror-esque or just... They're overrunning the town.
So it really depends on who you're playing in the game. Really depends if you're playing one of the parents or whether you're playing, like, the Goody Toon Shoes.
I feel like you could do it from a few different... I feel like you want to see the birth of the first toon that comes out.
Yeah.
Together, and that could just be like the opening or the early scene.
I'm imagining this is, Unreal style graphics,
Yes.
like super realistic.
Yeah.
And like realistic looking blood, and then on her chest gets placed like a toon rabbit or something like that.
Yeah.
That looks similar but not quite Roger Rabbit like.
Yeah. I mean, just
And young.
in the same way Roger Rabbit is Bugs Bunny-esque.
Yeah.
This is
Roger Rabbit-esque.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit-esque. Either that or it's just, what is it, Baby Herman with the fucking
cigar. It looks like a baby just, hey toots.
Hey, toots. That might be a bit too close to it. But, yeah, I think... Yeah, like, or it's a fucking Roadrunner or whatever. Like, it's... And maybe they're not all pregnant at once, so that they're not all giving birth around the same time, but, like, it's just some sort of curse on this town that all the women start giving birth. Or some of them, maybe they don't know. Like,
there's a bunch of them who are pregnant. They ostracize the first one to give birth to a toon.
But then it starts happening to the others.
Rest of them are giving birth to toons as well.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Now, is this a world then where people are aware of toon, or is this just like, it's just the real world, but...
There's something about this being set in like the 1800s or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And so they don't...
So toons haven't even been,
But they are two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like, they are not three-dimensional at all.
Well, that's interesting there, because do they look like the sort of cell-animated toons that we're used to, or do they look like something more primitive, like light flickering on the walls of the canvas or something? Like, do you have it be a...
I don't know. I like the idea of it being, those maybe Cuphead style.
Okay, yeah, like the rubber hose.
With the bounciness and that sort of stuff. There's something about that. they're advanced tunes for them, but they're really old for us, so it kind of meshes well with the timescale.
Just imagine the black rubber arms being birthed.
Oh, yeah.
Just a flop of rubber hose that then picks itself up into a weird moose.
The antlers. It's like, are you okay? She's just ripped apart.
You turn around, it's just this massive, gory, realistic gore scene.
It's like, oh shit.
I mean, it's an interesting juxtaposition, right? Of the tunes and the gore, like the horror of that, but happening to real people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think it works as like an adventure, like a narrative thing.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been a few recently where they've put this sort of thing into like a first person shooter and stuff. Like I think there's one coming out that uses the rubber hose sort of thing.
Yeah, which is a Steamboat Willie.
Oh
style.
Yeah. And then there's one I played recently, which was more of a Resident Evil-ish survival horror, but it's or Sesame Street style puppets.
Okay.
And look, it's cool visual style.
I did see that. Yeah.
I think it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's weird.
It was weird. It's not my type. If it had actually been a straight FPS, I probably would have played more of it. But anyway, I think doing this
funny,
more,
but it was
But I feel like the niche wore off quickly, and then it just became a pretty stock standard survival horror.
Great, you got 4 characters and they're continually coming at me with the same voice lines.
Yeah. But yeah, doing this is more of a narrative adventure sort of thing. I feel like would be cool. And then you can have some cool jump scares and different things in there. Or gory moments. But honestly, they should just make this into a movie.
I'm not sure whether we talked about it in the last podcast, but I went and saw Weapons last week. And there's something about leading up to a laugh and leading up to a jump scare is very similar.
Right.
In the tension that raises and raises and raises.
Yeah.
And they release in very similar ways. Like one is and the other one is
yeah.
So it's like R and ha are complete opposites of it.
For
and
sure.
I'm like, oh, that is such a cool
can you bring that into
cool thing.
games?
And that's why, people like Jordan Peele and Zach Cregger going into horror from comedy. Means that when they bring in comedy into
pacing
in comedy into their stuff, it's the right type of comedy for that, because it's about releasing the tension to surprise you again.
Anyone who's watched I Think You Should Leave knows that comedy and horror are basically the same
thing. It's just anxiety.
Yeah.
Just continuous anxiety. So I think, having this as both funny and terrifying at the same time works really, really well.
Absolutely. That's cool. All right, let's get into the movie. Regression.
Okay.
Minnesota, 1990. Detective Bruce Kenner investigates the case of young Angela, who accuses her father, John Gray, of an unspeakable crime. When John unexpectedly and without recollection admits guilt, renowned psychologist Dr. Raines is brought in to help him relive his memories, and what they discover unmasks a horrifying nationwide mystery.
Set on the backdrop of Lethal Weapon 3. Griggs and Murtaugh pursue a former officer who uses his knowledge of police procedure and policies to steal and sell confiscated guns and ammunition to local street gangs.
Okay. So
the idea of having that sort of buddy cop and
it's like, well, I think just taking the idea of a psychologist coming in and like helping to relive memories of these cases, or
basically becomes their partner in
the
playing of this.
Okay, you can do that. I was thinking like this person's talking to both of them, and you're sort of getting insights into what happened, and maybe even like flashbacks and playing through that stuff. You could use it as a bit of a framing device. But no, it could be interesting as well that they're paired up, and so it's kind of this off the rails cop who has all this trauma, and as the psychologist is sort of untangling it, they're both
going
further off the rails, but also
solving this mystery
Yeah.
as they go, and they're playing the part of their partner in this. Like they're still asking the questions during scenes and all that sort of stuff, but through a lot of it, like they just look like Mel Gibson. You know,
I think if we can avoid that particular national disappointment,
he's American. He's not Australian.
I mean, you know,
he was born in America. He lives in America. He's American.
Okay, good. We'll let him stay there. Yeah, I like that as almost just having it as an investigation adventure then, but what's sort of a bit different is the banter between them.
I think it's very much like when you think of, you know, Assassin's Creed, how you got the Animus.
Right.
You have that scene, you know, where she's putting him through some hypnosis or something like that.
Yeah.
And then...
Yes, and you play that out, essentially.
She's playing through...
And you're hearing her...
Well, as the partner.
She's playing as the partner. Right, okay. So you kind of do it as this... We've got this new cutting-edge tech where we can...
Yeah.
I can take over from what you were doing and try to see it from your perspective.
Yeah, and then you just happen to be the buddy cop, and you're both going through together. She's still asking, how does that make you feel? And, you know, they're in the middle of a car chase, and how does that make you feel?
Wait, so, okay, hang on, though, because are you playing her, playing him, or is she...
She's like the angel on the shoulder.
There. Well, because I kind of like the idea of...
Or it can be a co-op.
She's leading him through this. It is him reliving, but she's there in, like, looks like she's there, but she's essentially like she wasn't there when it happened, right? So you're getting that sort of thing of, yeah, he's in this completely insane car chase and is reliving it and is completely, like, freaked out by it, and she's just sitting there calmly because she knows it's not real and being like, yeah, so what's going through your head when you took that left turn?
Okay, then the idea of, you know, he's talking to the psychiatrist in the background, but the partner's just going, "What?
Oh, the actual yeah.
Who the fuck are you talking to? Like, just focus on the road. We're in the middle of a car chase."
Yeah. And he's like, well, that didn't happen. It's like, yeah, your brain will, you know, try to make it make sense based on whatever is going on as you relive it. As long as you don't go too far from the original memory, it'll stay stable. Like, again, in that same way that the Animus sort of, you know, when you die at D6 from the memory.
God,
I like that. That's fun. Again, just putting some interesting twists on existing kind of gameplay and stuff.
Yeah,
particularly on the narrative side, and character side.
Yeah.
Then you could have some real if you get a good writer for that. Like, yes, it's funny a lot of the time, but then you could have some real emotional insight come out of it, and some sort of hard hitting scenes.
Yeah, something about it. Something about it I really like.
Yeah.
Let's go another one.
Yeah, got time for one more? Where are we at?
23 minutes. We've got plenty of time.
Wait.
Noticing that we're not going as crazy today, but that could change.
I know what you did last summer.
Oh, shit. The idea of you.
I knew. That's what I knew about, that you were thinking of me.
The idea of you looks to be like some sort of romantic thing, but a 40-year-old single mom, Celine, begins an unexpected romance with the 24-year-old Hayes Campbell, the lead singer of August Moon, the hottest boy band on the planet. As they begin a whirlwind romance, it isn't long before Hayes' superstar status poses unavoidable challenges to their relationship.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Celine soon discovers that the life in... It looks to be, yeah. In the glare of his spotlight might be more that she bargained for when they hit some fisherman on...
Well, no, what I was thinking is that... It's not that it's just like the glamour of the life or whatever. It's like he turns out to be a serial killer.
Oh.
And it's working out the dynamics of, but I fell in love with this guy and he's got this dark side.
I can change him.
I can change him. And you do end up changing him. Instead of a a fish hook, he starts using hook hand. Pirate hook.
Finger knives.
Yeah. Brass knuckles with glass on them. I don't know. You got to think. We're running out of ideas for
a big dildo.
For serial killer weapons that are iconic enough.
He just beats him over the head with a big rubber dildo.
Totally.
I do like that, having this whirlwind romance. He's a singer in a boy band, but it appears that there's killings in every town.
And so it starts off, it's like, there's an obsessive fan. It's an obsessive fan who's following them from town to town and killing someone. Because it's always fans. Well, it's always fans of them who are dying too.
And it's like, they're the biggest fans, and this must be some super fan who wants to be the only one.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually him. Meeting up with these super fans, and
it's like, they all had backstage passes. Like, it's someone who doesn't want who wants the band all to themselves, but it turns out to be this member of the band.
Fuck, we haven't there has not been a story with something like that. Like, you would never think that it's the lead singer of the band, it could be traced back to him so easily.
Well, particularly if you build it up well enough and build up that character in a way.
And you show him, saying goodbye to them and all this sort of stuff, and then going back to his trailer. And it's like, he's got some secret way out of the trailer to then go stalk them and follow them.
Yeah.
Like, when he's shaking their hand, he's actually putting like a tracker on their shot.
You know what would be really interesting, if you could pull it off, is you either play the lead singer the whole way, including the murders, except you don't realize. Like, if you can get the player to not realize, it's like, I've switched perspective to the murderer. Right, and you do the kill, and then it switches back.
A la your Heavy Rain.
Yeah, like that's it. Like, it feels like, and maybe you set it up. Maybe there's three different. Maybe you also switch to the partner. Like, you've got scenes where you play the partner. You've got scenes where you play the lead singer, and then what it feels like is you've also got these scenes where you play the murderer. But you never see through their. You're only seeing through their eyes. And so to be able to make it a surprise to the player that, those two characters are the same, without you realizing, that would be impressive. That would be fun to do. And particularly if you reveal it in a mirror.
Well, I was thinking they're wearing like a bandana sort of thing.
But at a certain point, they in front of a mirror, it gets torn off or something. And,
you see that it's, oh my God, it looks exactly like, Austin, the lead singer is like, oh no, he is the lead singer. Like, he's got that scar, on his cheek.
Some distinctive features. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think you could definitely get away with that of, you have that initial scene of those two meeting, and then you have like a separate scene of it was you were playing him leading up to seeing, and then you're playing her leading up to the meet
same
cute
scene,
and then you have the meet cute, and then you have like a scene of the murderer stalking,
nearby, like stalking her. And it's like, after they left each other, like this other person stalking him. It's like, no, he's like circled back.
Yeah.
Like, particularly if you can have those things of, like, on a second play or, like, when it's like, oh, shit, like, how did I not...
And he obviously decided, no, I really like this person. I'm going to try and make this work. And it's that side of him that's actually winning out.
Yeah, otherwise he would have killed her. Yeah. Well, I think because if you do it like this, I think... I don't know if it's the case, but she's definitely older than him in the movie that we're basing this off. So maybe it's like she's the mother of a super fan.
Yeah.
And so maybe he's actually stalking the daughter or son or whatever. But then he sees her, doesn't end up, but then something stops him.
It shows that it's actually before the time. And so this is actually earlier in the day. You think that it's
Right.
actually that, but he's actually seen her first, and he's
stalked her
to
the daughter,
to
to
try and get into the right place to meet up with the mum and forge this relationship, and it's this whole twisty thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Like love at first sight, except first sight was literally while he was stalking her daughter to kill her.
yeah,
And she didn't see him at that point.
yeah. God,
That's pretty messed up.
it is,
cool, though.
but I love it.
Yeah.
If you did it right, like if you,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'd have to be just written very, very intentionally and direct. You need someone with a clear direction to do
yeah, especially because your thing would be, here is my list of things to do. Find the perfect weapon. Find out what their routine is. Notice where you could actually interact with them to.
That's it. And you could play it through fairly linearly. Like, I don't think you'd have necessarily... You could have some branching stuff. And it could even be like, oh, you failed to kill that person. And so you see a different thing on the news report of, they were attacked and got away instead. And maybe that, can come back a bit later with, oh, they told something to the police that,
they're now
switches up, you get a different ending or different things. But
yeah, well, the
most
police
part,
now know that, what this person's wearing, they now know.
Yeah. You could probably have each murder be able to be failed and just, it can just have even one effect later on, but then they can kind of combine and cascade and you get these various... And it's like Heavy Rain and stuff where they have the divergences and the reconnections.
Yeah.
And so you'll have just sort of certain things that'll change. Because then you can have the kind of the funny run, essentially, of like, he's a serial
inept.
killer, but he can't kill any of them. He just keeps trying.
He just knocks over brooms and
Yeah, like
trips over
something
shit.
happens, like when you fail QTEs or whatever. That's really funny, though.
I really like this. I think there is something about, showing something through a first person, like showing a story sort of thing through a first person.
Oh, yeah.
Could even work well in VR or something like that as well.
Yeah,
like
potentially.
Stalking in VR is
God, it's almost too close to step in those shoes. But yeah, I mean that could be a very interesting way to experience that. And particularly, like if you're playing through all the characters in first person, but like for the two main characters, like you'll often see mirror, you'll often see reflections, you'll often see them. But the murderer, they're always got their face covered.
Yeah.
There's less reflections around because of where they are.
And I think the inner voice that you get through...
Oh, yeah.
Because, is more their, in Dexter parlance, their dark passenger sort of thing of, you need to kill him.
Well, and I think you either have a voice actor who can very much disguise their voice differently, or you literally just have a different voice actor to not give it away.
I don't know why, but I just want to see, the Dark Stewart played by Patrick Stewart. I said the Dark Stewart, the Dark Passenger.
The Dark Stewart, played by Patrick Passenger.
Yeah. If you want to be a passenger.
Bit of Powderfinger, is that?
Yeah. Climb aboard and see. We're leaving now.
Okay.
No, I don't remember. I think
I don't know the song. I can't follow it up. Cool. Well, I thought there was some good ones tonight. We had some interesting little things there that could be, built by.
I think the last game
particular.
Just it makes me think of so many different things that you could do in that game. So,
oh yeah, I think the hacking game and that last game both had some really
good things,
really interesting things. So hey, anyone out there who's wanting for ideas,
make them,
grab them. Just let us know that you're doing it. We want to play them.
We just want to play them. We don't have time to actually build them.
Oh yeah, I mean we try to build some stuff, but like that, these games need big stuff. You know, at least like
Time to make
large
them.
indies and time to make them and skills. But anyway, if you want to find the rest of our episodes online, you can go to podchase.com/bitstorm or bitstormcast.com. Apple, Spotify, all of your other podcasting places. We're around.
We are. If you like the song that we play at the start and end of each episode, that song is called Mount Defiance, off of the album Containment Failure by the band Kuradust. You can find it at kuradust.bandcamp.com.
That's right. So thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slater.
I'm Trevor Scott.
And we're going to get out of here because that firewall's right on our toes.
127001. Local host, damn it.
Oh no, I came back. It's the loop back address.